Okay. Okay, sorry. Hey guys, how's it going? I hope you guys are having an amazing day or night whenever you guys are watching this. If you guys are watching this after the fact and you just want to watch your sign, that'll be timestamped down below. Just a reminder, please take it resonates and leave the rest. If it doesn't resonate, do not try to make it resonate. There's plenty of other videos out there that you can watch that will fit. Please make sure you guys are liking, comment, subscribing, sharing. I would really like to try to get the watch hours before they change it. If not, I guess it's not meant to be, right? Yeah, I think that's it. We're starting with Libra. I wasn't gonna go live today, but I had some time before I have to go do something, so I was like, maybe just like a little quick one. Libra, just all signs today. I'm just a general reading. There's something, Libra, that you guys have been waiting for. There's Virgo here, so you guys have been like perfecting something or waiting to perfect something. Just also been like very patient. This could have been something that you've been trying to accomplish for a very long time. There could also be somebody here. Yeah, there could be somebody here of Virgo that could be trying to sabotage you from getting this. They're being hidden. Yeah, they don't want you to realize that you can actually, like, you have the power to create this. Trial and error, try again. We also have someone is sabotaging you. So there's just a lot of, I guess, a hater. That's what we can say, right? Yeah, car problems where it's like somebody doesn't want you to move forward here. This person is unhealed. They just, it's like they see you do something with your life and it makes them feel some type of way because like they didn't do anything with theirs. But whose fault is that but their own, right? It's literally just keep your ideas and I would even say victories to yourself. Some people are just not happy in the same way that you would be happy for them. You guys could be leaving this person behind and they can feel it. They can just feel it in their bones. They're like, oh, Libra is actually we're doing something up with themselves, and now it's like they feel behind. You guys could actually be experiencing car troubles because that's coming through. And we have the Eight of Swords. Yeah, this person, I think you already know who this person is. They could be an Aries as well that's coming through. Or I just feel like you get this person stuck in their heads. Like they see you as someone who's very ambitious, who like is trying their best, who's doing a lot of work, and then they're just like a parasite, I want to say, where like they just kind of attach themselves to you. This person is very good at getting whatever they want. They're just selfish. That's what it is. For some of you guys, this could be a mother figure. We also have the Lovers card here. This could be a person that you blocked. It could be a past connection, a soulmate connection. Doesn't have to be romantic. This is someone that you've been through a lot, like where it's like you guys are constantly forgiving each other. Sometimes when we do that, like people can feel like you owe them. Like maybe this person helped you out one time or a couple of times, and all of a sudden they feel like you owe them this when you don't really owe them anything. We have Two of Swords. Right now, the decision is kind of yours on like whether or not you're going to decide to stay in this situation or move on. Sometimes guilt can keep us in a lot of places that we don't need to be anymore, right? Releasing that guilt, shame, or just like this emotional attachment to somebody who feels like they are entitled to you for no reason. Or in their heads, they have a reason and they're very good at pointing it out. We have King of Cups energy. Yeah, this person is very good at like using your emotions against you, or like, yeah, but you're walking away. I do feel like you've walked away. If not, you're going to walk away soon, and you're walking away towards this Ten of Pentacles after this Ten of Wands. There's a lot of stuff that you guys have been through that maybe a lot of people don't really see. They don't really pay attention to. They're very much like, they only see the results. They don't see the journey, right? How long it took you to get here. Ten of Cups, yeah. This person wants to share in this Ten of Cups energy with you, but they're not at the right frequency. Like you are on a different frequency than them. So it would be impossible. Like, and this person isn't meeting you at your frequency. The only way that you guys are going to meet each other at each other's frequencies for you to come down to their level. And why have you been doing all this hard work if you're just going to come right back down? I don't know if I already said this, but yeah, the bottom of the deck is leaving the past behind, new beginnings. Let's get advice here. Oops. We have stuck in lack. This is definitely your person. You have all the resources you need to carry you through, whether it's financial, emotional, or physical limitations that you think you have. It is only ego-based fears taking over. Rein them in and don't give up. That's this person trying to tell you that they need to be with you, or like, hey, Sofa, that they need to be with you, or like you guys need to be together in order for like you to achieve this happiness. No, like they know that you're going to achieve this by yourself, and that they are not going to unless they are with you. But not knowing that even if they were with you, you were never going to achieve it because they can't rise to your frequency. It's like a, what is it called? Catch-22, right? Where it's like if you do something, this person, I'm not saying this person can't achieve whatever it is that you guys are trying to accomplish, but it can't be with you. They have to do it on their own. Okay, next we're gonna do Scorpio. Hey, Jamike. Scorpio, what time is it? No, Cancer, we got a long ways to go for Cancer, Sofa. Scorpio. Okay. You guys are working through a lot of energy here. I don't know. I can feel the heaviness for you. Okay, so we definitely, you guys are breaking generational curses, and when you tend to do that, when you like, especially if you are the black sheep of the family, if you watch tarot readings, you tend to be the black sheep of the family, right? Unless like your family was into that stuff, but this isn't really mainstream. So there's just like this thing here where like you guys are working through stuff. Like I think your life hasn't been very fair. I think that you're working to try to create a more fair life for yourself. There is something here where like there might be some people in your life who are pretending like they have the best interest for you, because we do have frenemies. So like these could be people who are your friends, but not really. It's like a you know frenemy. But it's like maybe if like these people will gossip in behind your back, right? But I feel like there's like this toxic culture where like that's just, I don't know, that's how the friend group is. So maybe you've participated in the past in this toxic culture, but not anymore. I think you're stepping away from it, breaking away, because I think when you realize like when people are talking shit, or like they're gossiping, more than likely they're going to be doing that behind your back as well. So why surround yourself around people like that? You guys could be, I want to say like cleaning your homes, saging your homes, and just like even cleaning out your phone, where like you're deleting pictures, or like you're deleting contacts with people who are just no longer aligned with you. It's like you want a fresh start. This is like, I want to say the first step in a very long battle. I'm going to say battle because that's what I feel like. I feel like you're battling a lot of maybe curses, maybe demons, maybe it's just like a lot that you guys have to do, a lot of shadow work. Sometimes like it could be really hard for us to want to remove people from our lives that are not good for us anymore, because we do love them. But sometimes it is necessary in order to move forward. Can we clarify this here? The Fool card wanted to come out when I split the deck. You guys could be starting a new job, but I feel like you guys more so like you guys are working on yourselves. The Fool and the Ace of Wands, both fire. So you guys like, and it's Aries. So like, I'm pretty sure the Fool card is Aries if I'm remembering correctly. And Aries is like this like start of spring. It's Aries season. It's a new beginning. And I think that's what you guys are craving. I think that in order for that to happen though, you do have to release Six of Swords. Walk away from the things that have been hurting you. Anything else here? We have the Eight of Swords. we are really our own worst critics. Like, you could do something and you'll think that everyone here is judging you for it, but it's really yourself. People are so, what is it called? Enamored. Like, they have so much going on in their own lives. They're not really focusing on you. So when you're stuck like that in your head, like, it really is just up to you to get out of it. Because I can promise you nobody else is thinking about it like you are. Anything else here? Yeah, it's basically, I'm just repeating myself. There could be a soulmate connection here that you might have to get rid of, but like, I think that's what you're really searching for at the end of the day. With the Hangman and the Ten of Swords, this is like the energy that you guys are trying to leave. The stagnancy, the victim mentality, the woe is me kind of energy. Like, you want to move forward to the Fool card, to the new beginning. Let's get advice. We have Soul's Whispers. Your soul is whispering its deepest desires and truths to you. In the quiet moments, listen closely. It's guiding you towards your authentic path. I also want to say, Scorpio, like, not everybody's going to be happy with the path that you take, because I do feel like it's going to require you cutting off some people, and they're not going to take it lightly. They're going to be very upset. I don't know if, like, they're going to play the victim, or maybe just be prepared for some pushback is all I can say. Gemini, well, I guess I'm not. Okay. Next, we're going to do Sagittarius. Sagittarius, there's definitely some like overthinking. I'm definitely feeling it. You do have your angels are watching over you. A lot of yellow. You even got the solar plexus. Like, you guys could be focusing on your solar plexus chakra, or like that's your power chakra. You're creating stuff. So kind of like willpower for me now, or manifestation, whatever you want to call it. And we have not focusing. Sometimes we can distract ourselves with things, so that way we don't have to focus on the issues at hand, right? So I don't know if that's like distracting yourself with work, or keeping yourself busy, or drugs and alcohol, whatever that might be. It's definitely trying to take away from your solar plexus, where it is like you are being asked to create something. What is it that you're being asked to create? But it's something that you guys have to do by yourself. This is like a new path. This is a definitely forge, don't follow. Like, it says, do it on your own, others will follow. Like, you're meant to be a leader. And so there is no guide. There is no blueprint for what it is that you are trying to create. So that could be a little bit tricky. Because yeah, you're the one creating it. Can we clarify this here? We have the Page of Swords. I think that you guys are like the very beginning sessions of this, like the beginning phase of this plan, because with the Wheel of Fortune, this is what you kind of came down here for. This is a karmic card. This is the next step. I can see that too, where you do have to use your third eye. Like, you have to look into your deepest soul's desires and figure it out, what this is that you're actually meant to create here. And Nine of Pentacles, and it starts with yourself. Because I feel like this is such a niche thing, Sagittarius, where it's like a 1 in a million. Can we clarify? Nine of Pentacles came out with the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. Aces signify like new beginnings, right? So you got two new beginnings here, and these are both like very much tangible things. Your Ace of Pentacles and then the Ace of Wands is like, what is it that you get passionate about? Because when you grow that, then you will become, I guess this is about your career, but it is a very profitable endeavor that you are going to be focusing on. There is some doubt, obviously, when we're doing something, when you're a maverick. You guys are Sagittarius. You guys are ruled by Jupiter as well. And you guys are literally the sign of like good luck, expansion, prosperity, but also to like leaders, pathfinders. And so like you guys are like, this was meant for you. Like this is what you came down here for. And by keeping all of this to yourself, it's like you're kind of letting the world miss out on experiencing you, is how that wants to come through. Anything else here? Sometimes we can be so focused on an aspect of our life, which is like if we really want to get married and have children or whatever that is, that we can forget other aspects of our lives. And while I can say like, yeah, that's a very important thing. You know, everybody wants to feel loved. Everybody wants, you know, for the most part, I'm generalizing here, right? There is just something else that you're meant for more, right? And like, I'm not saying that's not going to come, but just not right now. And I think maybe you're meant to create this something first before that happens. So that way you will have the time, I want to say, or like you won't be, I think that once you actually have like this family, if you don't have it already, it's going to be really hard for you to start this endeavor that you're supposed to. Or there's going to be actually other people here. Well, I split the deck, professional assistants that are going to have to help you create this. But whatever it is, it keeps coming through. Whatever it is that you are meant to create, authenticity, only you can do it, but you have to do it because you were meant to create that. I don't know why it's coming through like that. It's just, I feel like I'm just repeating myself, so I guess that really just needs to be heard. We have discovery. New ideas, peoples, or opportunities may be coming your way. While there is still work to do to reach your goal, you may discover new strengths and passions along the way. That's literally what I was saying. I just love when that happens. That's like triple confirmation. Okay, Capricorn, you guys are next. Okay. Capricorn, I don't know if like you feel like you're on a time limit where you're taking your time with something. That's what I'm kind of getting here. As you should. What's the reason to rush? I don't feel like you have a reason to rush. I don't know if someone's trying to rush you. No, I don't feel like that. Oh, interesting. So I think you guys could be triggering people. And I think you guys are kind of realizing now, like, you're not taking it personally. Like, as a mirror, you guys probably like mirror a lot of things to people, things that they don't really like about themselves, and so that's why like they don't really like you. You're not taking it personally anymore. You know, it's like their own mental issues that they have to deal with. And I think that took you a very long time to like come to terms with, because sometimes we can take it personally when you're just like, obviously we're not going to get along with everybody all the time. That's just like human nature, right? But there is a point where you might feel like, oh, this, like when someone you don't even know, like they just don't like you automatically, that just, you know, it's something within themselves. Like, and you can't make everybody happy. I think in the past you would try to like maybe appease to these people and like you want them to like you, but not anymore. Like you're very just like, you'll let like your actions, like your manners or like your personality speak for themselves, and like eventually like these people will start to warm up to you. And even then I feel like you're not even petty, because sometimes you could be petty, like, sorry, you were mean to me before, I'm not gonna, like, we don't have to be cool. But it's more so like you just accept them with an open heart, because you kind of realize, especially as a Capricorn, like you guys are the devil energy, meaning like you do have like a lot of darkness. Like you can see a lot of darkness, you can carry a lot of people's darkness. Okay, yeah. that is just people projecting their stuff onto you. We do have obsessed with social media and being a part of something. I think that you guys are realizing that social media is fake. It really, so maybe you're taking a little bit of time away from social media. You're not posting on there anymore, or you're not like viewing people, like you're not on there. So you're not watching people's stories because you just know it's not real anymore. Was it ever real? I don't know. But I think it becomes very overwhelming, right? Because you're only watching people's highlights. You're not really watching the real thing. You can get very depressed, feeling FOMO, watching people. Like, if you did not know these people were going out without you, would you even really care? No, probably not, right? So I mean, unless you're really good at controlling, you know, your thoughts, your emotions, a lot of people do feel FOMO, and that leads to like depression and anxiety and stuff like that. So I think you guys are kind of realizing that and like taking a step back from social media. Let's see what else we have here. We have Queen of Swords. It's a lot of truth. I think that you have a lot of truth within yourself that you keep to yourself. Because I don't feel like you feel the need to display all this knowledge that you have. You're very okay with just like knowing it for yourself, right? Because like knowledge is power. You have a lot of it. People might not think you do. That's why like people, when they see you, it's like they get triggered obviously by you, but it's also because like they don't know what to make of you. They can't understand you. And while some people have to like prove their knowledge, like they have to prove their worth, you're very much like, no, you know your worth, you're okay, you don't have to prove that anymore. And that triggers people a lot. But you're realizing the truth now. It has nothing to do with you. Two of Coins. I think that there is like, sometimes there is a like understanding of a concept, and like you can understand this concept that I just said. Sometimes you can like slip back into like maybe an old pattern or thought, or like you kind of feel left out because of how people have treated you in the past, but you can slip out of it really easily. And I just want you to know that's normal too. Like there's no, you know, emotions are not just like a straight line. They're like ups and downs, right? So it's like a roller coaster. And as long as you understand that the dip is not always forever, that you're going to get back up, then it's not really, it just is a moment in time essentially. Anything else here? I like this, the 10 of Coins. You guys are definitely focused on your bag, like focused on your money, and leaving the past in the past. With this 10 of Pentacles, I also feel like you guys are very focused on love, because there's a lot of green here. So like that's like the heart chakra, and that's what it is. Maybe you guys aren't really loving your money right now, but there is just like this emphasis on only wanting to focus on love and happiness and your pentacles, which I'm all for it. Let's see, let's get advice for you guys. We have trust in yourself. You've got this. You've worked hard to get this far, and you have the ability to create the things you desire. Learning to trust in yourself and your abilities will take you to your highest timeline, which I think you've already like gotten to be honest. Like you're there. Okay. Aquarius, you guys are next. Aquarius, there's just like this thought that came into my head where it's like, you're worried about like other people's thoughts of you, like their opinions of you. That's coming through. Maybe you're trying not to care, but I don't know, that was like my first initial, wow, my face of this sheet. My first initial thing that I picked up for you. You are so funny. Because it's like, like you're caring about what other people think, which is not very Aquarius. Aquarius tend to be very detached. But it's like, that's what I came up, like what I came the first thing that popped into my head. And then the cards that came out is like, whatever you think people are thinking about you is not even true, because they like, people are like, you're gaining a lot of respect. You turn like, you turn heads everywhere you go. I think that you command a room whenever you walk in. We do have look at the bigger picture, and then regret or shame about the past, and then judging people. I think in the past, obviously we learn and we grow. You're not the same person you were 10, 15 years ago, sometimes even a year ago, right? I think that sometimes you can think about the past and feel like regret and shame about it, which is it's normal. You have to work through these things, right? I think you guys are working through these things. I think that in the grand scheme of things, it's very easy. I think it's very easy for you guys to focus on the negative, and that's why it's very easy for you to detach, right? Because if it's so negative, why would you want to attach to it? And so when you have like this thing where you are always focusing on the negative of your past, then it's like, it's very hard for you to find the joys of the stuff, like, because more than likely your life has been more joy than it has been negative, right? Or at least neutral. But if you're always focusing on the negative, then that's what's going to happen. Like, that's what you think your life is, and it's really not that. So it is just you guys working on yourself. Stop thinking people are judging you, because who else had this similar problem? I want to say it was Scorpio. So you guys could have Scorpio in your charts, but something like that. Scorpio had an issue like that too. Let's see what else we have here. Can we clarify this here? I think you guys are like split, like 50. The way that you see yourself is definitely not how people see you. Which I guess what really matters, how people see you or how you see yourself? Because you see yourself, you're like your own worst critic. And then you have people here who would just like admire you in a way. 8 of Swords, you're kind of like your own worst enemy. We have the Devil. And the Ace of Cups. And the Empress. I think you guys are like stepping out of this energy of this in the past, because it is devil energy, but I think that you guys are realizing it. With this Ace of Cups here, there is like a new beginning here. It tends to be romantic. That is the Cups. It doesn't have to be romantic. It could be a new platonic relationship, but it's just something where like you feel an emotional connection to someone. I don't want to say something. If it was something, I would think of like Ace of Wands. So it's definitely like an emotional connection here with somebody new. Can we clarify this here? We have the Page of Swords. I think this person, 2 of Cups, bottom of the deck. This person could still be growing, learning to become the person or the spouse that they need to be. They're not quite there. So if you've been feeling alone and like just wondering when is your person going to come, maybe they're even also working through this regret and shame in their past. Maybe that's why, because like if you guys are mirroring each other, that's maybe why this person is going, like you're going through it. It's because they're going through it as well. Anything else here? We have the Knight of Pentacles. It is just be patient, because there is something here with the Moon card that you're not really seeing yet. You're not meant to see. It'll be all revealed to you whenever, you know, divine timing, all that good stuff. But with the Knight of Pentacles, there is like this patience that you're going to need to have. And I think you're doing pretty well. I think that getting out of your head, maybe going out, meeting people, so like that way you're not stuck in your head constantly. This could be very hard if you are an empath, and like it could be hard for you to be around a lot of people. So maybe just 1 or 2 people, just so like you don't get sensory overload. Can we get advice here? Sorry, okay. It says solitude. Spending time alone is often what we need to hear the whispers of our soul. Get to know all aspects of yourself so you can stand on your own in any situation. I mean, yeah, staying by yourself is cool too, but I think getting out there and meeting one person, because there is somebody here that you're going to meet. But I'm going to leave that there. Okay, next we have Pisces. Pisces, I'm feeling blocked. I don't know if you like, let's see. I don't know if like you're blocked from someone or someone blocked you. I mean, you blocked them. There is just like, it's kind of weird because it's not really like obvious. It doesn't feel obvious. But there is, like, even me mixing this deck, it doesn't want to mix. Okay. Maybe you're being protected from something. That's what it's coming. Like, you can't see it, but yeah, that's what it is. Like, you're being protected from something right now. Okay. Oh, yeah, maybe you guys walked away from something, bottom of the deck right there, but with this, the 3 cards that came out is be yourself, you are enough, you are meant for more, and there is nothing you can do. Which leaves me, like, these 2 cards are quite opposite. You are meant for more, and there is nothing you can do. So maybe there's nothing you could do right now. Maybe you're in a season of waiting. Maybe you're meant to just relax, right? Sometimes the season of waiting is the hardest season to be in because it's like you want to be doing something, because when you do something, you feel, you can see the movement, right? There is no movement for you. This is a stagnant period for you. What else do we have here? Okay, we have someone thinks very highly of you, following your dreams and your passions, and then dealing with someone who is, okay. So what it is that you guys could be dealing with somebody, because the way that these 2 landed, so there was nothing you can do, and then dealing with somebody who's fake. They are opposite of each other. So there might be somebody here that you are trying to, there's just nothing you can do to fix this connection. It's over, right? It's this person has just done enough damage in your life, I want to say. I want to say been cutthroat, or maybe they had a cutthroat life, right? So it's like typically when people have a, you know, a hard life, they can go one of 2 ways. And the first way is like, oh, they can be very compassionate, understanding, empathetic, because they know what they went through and they would not want anybody else to go through that. That's a healed version, right? The unhealed version is like, I suffered, I want you to suffer. I need my suffering to go somewhere. And so they get joy from your suffering, because it's like, okay, I'm inflicting the same pain that somebody inflicted on me. And that's the unhealed version of it, right? I think sometimes the best thing you could do is just cut somebody off and walk away, because it's not your responsibility to heal this person, especially if you are a light, if you are someone who is empathetic, kind, caring. That really triggers this person, because they couldn't transmute their energy the same way that you can, right? And so it's like, in spite of everything that's happened, you are still someone who is very compassionate, loving, and people are drawn to you, right? I think that there is something here that is meant for you, like you're supposed to be doing. Let's see. Okay. Can we clarify this here for... Yes, I've caught them doing that, and I went stagely. Yep. Sometimes we can get stuck in our heads because, as well, like earlier, like there is something that you are meant to be doing, and it's not, you're not really seeing progress, and it can get you stuck in your head. That doesn't mean it's not coming. Like I said, sometimes we just have to be in a period of waiting. That doesn't mean you should give up. Keep doing whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish, and do it for the love of it too, as well, right? We have 3 of Cups. You guys will be meeting fellow people along the way who are going to have like similar ideas or like thought patterns or morals as you, and they will help you along your path. I want to say there is somebody here who could be like a mentor who thinks very highly of you. I also feel like this could be like your spiritual team. They're very impressed with the way that you handle situations. So they just like want you to be aware of that. Yeah, there is this devil energy on the card. I just want to reiterate one more time, because it's like the third time saying it. Just because it's not happening right now does not mean it's not going to happen. We have the World card. It's like something that you guys are going to be doing that's going to be known, like, well, really well known. I want to say around the world, but like for some reason I'm getting like in a very niche area. It's like very like a community is going to really know you. Anything else here? 9 of Cups. I like that for you. Which is your card, Pisces, which is emotional fulfillment by yourself, not needing anybody else. And then eventually you will meet your soul tribe if you haven't already. That's going to help you create this thing that you are meant to create as well. It's kind of like Sagittarius. So you guys could have Sagittarius in your charts. Let's get advice. We have resolution. Whatever it is that you've been struggling with is about to be resolved. Remember that resolutions don't always happen in the way that we hope or want, but being able to move forward and start fresh always brings relief. That's true. Sometimes like if you lose your job, like you have to relocate. I mean, it sucks in the moment, but after a while you kind of realize that you're happier. You're not stuck in a toxic environment. Sometimes like your sanity is all you have, right? And your peace of mind. And if it's like you have to walk away from someone or something in order to get that, so be it. Okay. Too much hand sanitizer. Okay. Aries, I think we're like halfway there now. What do we have for Aries? Aries, there's definitely this energy of like, should I care? Should I not? Like, I definitely feel like you definitely, that's what I'm getting. I don't know if like you want to care anymore. Yeah, I wouldn't eat. It's just, so we have, let me get the rest of them. Okay. So we have over or under eating, abuse, taking things too seriously, having faith it works out, higher lessons, excessive partying and going out, and then bottom of the deck is crying, hurt. There is just something where like, it seems like a trauma response to me where like you have gone through something so hard where you just want to shut down. Like you don't even want to care anymore. It's like you want to turn off your feelings. Understandably, because it's like, and it's also like this feeling of like, oh, nobody else cares, why should I, kind of thing. And I'm not saying that's right or wrong. I can understand wanting to shut off your emotions for a while, as long as like you remember to turn them back on, right? So everything happens for a reason, and like once we can find like the lesson in that, things, I'm not saying it's gonna be easy, but it's gonna be easier, right? We're looking in the like for the blessings, like if like, oh, at least this happened and I have this, or like at least I did this and I learned this, right? So there is just like that gratitude for that it happened, right? And I know it's easier said than done. Sometimes it could take years, right? Sometimes it could take us like 10, 15 years to like finally look back and laugh at a situation. Like, I cannot believe I did that, you know? But I do feel like you do have faith that this is going to work out. I think that it's going to take a little bit more time than you would like it to. It seems like a heartache, to be honest. So something here broke your heart. Let's see. Yeah, with the 5 of Wands. Sometimes when we argue, it's because we care. But sometimes we have to realize what it is that we're actually fighting for, right? Like, because are you fighting for something out of like love, or are you fighting out of like a shadow, dark spot, dark place where it's just like, I want this, and it doesn't really make sense for you to have it. Can we clarify this here? Hierophant and the Tower. Oh, sometimes we can think something's going to work out in a certain way and it doesn't. And when it doesn't, it can just be very traumatizing to us, because we have to rewire our whole brains into okay, I thought I knew what I was doing and I don't. And so it can be very traumatizing, right? With the bottom of the deck, it is the Tower card. I feel like this is a very traumatic ending. Anything else here? Page of Coins. I think that you guys might be seeking balance or seeking peace by going out, maybe over drinking, binge drinking, or partying or stuff like that, where I mean, it's good in the moment, right? But then the next day, you kind of feel like crap. And I think that, however it is that you choose to get over this heartbreak or this situation is up to you. I do feel like eventually you will have to you will get tired of it, you will get bored of it, and then you can just actually feel the feelings that you're meant to feel. Anything else here? The Star card. I get this feeling of why me? It's why? You have to really sit down and think about it. And have you done that? Have you really sat down and think about why has this happened to you? Because you have to, 7 of Wands, you have to do the inner work, and it starts from your childhood. Sometimes we have to think about why it is that why did we enter these relationships that were no good for us? And it's because we wanted love, right? A lot of the times, especially when you're young, you enter relationships that are no good for you because you want to feel loved, right? Not knowing you have to love yourself first. Once you love yourself, you won't need that external validation from somebody else. And then when you don't get it, you won't crash out because you have it within yourself. Okay. Let me get advice and then we can move on. What did I say, Aries? I swear, it says self-love. You are worthy and deserving of all the abundance in the universe. Treat yourself with the love and respect you desire, and others will follow suit. That's a fact right there. And if they can't love you in the way that you want to be loved, that's okay, because you love yourself enough. Okay. Taurus, you guys are next. Taurus, you guys have been waiting or keeping a secret. I like this. We have, there will be success, finding the calm in the storm, and then self-made. Believe in the impossible, fighting for honor, and you're very close to achieving your dreams. So there's definitely okay, I just want to say that you guys have gone through so much. I think that you've kept a lot of stuff to yourself. You are, I think, a very quiet person or individual, or quiet-minded. You don't like to share your ideas a lot. I think you're very good at when people are freaking out, you're just it's okay, it's fine, whatever, relax, we're gonna be, you know, you have this certain knowing. It's a knowing of everything is gonna be okay. So you don't really have the need to get upset, get worked up, whatever that might be, right? I think this took a lot of self-discipline, a lot, I think that you taught yourself this too, because this is not something that comes naturally. A lot of times you do have to teach yourself. At the end of the day is going to end, right? It's not a big deal. The amount of restraint that you have, Taurus, is insane. I really do admire and respect that. It's amazing. Oops. Can we clarify this here for Taurus? We have the 5 of Cups in the reverse. Nothing can get you down. There's absolutely nothing. It's like, it's very interesting. It's a very nice energy to be in, a very calming energy. I can see you as like, people come to you for advice. They like really expect you, respect you. They see you as like they wonder sometimes like, what has Taurus been through where like they're just this calm? Because they want to know. Thank you. I think I got them on Etsy. So and it's like the way that it is, it's like the Hermit. It's like you keep everything to yourself, but like you do hold a lot of stuff, like a lot of knowledge, a lot of like, damn, like people really question, like I wonder what Taurus has gone through in their life to make them like this. The Lovers card. Oh, there's somebody here who wants to come in with an offer. I feel like you could have a lot of suitors. That's what I'm feeling. Yeah, 3 of Cups. There's somebody here who feels like you have a lot of suitors. You could see in this deck, like there's the person here is in the dark, right? So like this person could have a lot of options. With the 3 of Cups here, typically it's like more than one option. You could have more than one person actually wanting to like offer you a cup. We have the Tower card here. Oh, why is that? There's somebody here from your past, Taurus, who feels like they missed out on an offer. You might have ended things with them. They feel like they missed out. They want to try to come back in. I don't know if like are they going to? They want to, but they're too stuck in their head. So I don't know if that's going to happen, to be honest. But they do want to offer you a new cup here with this Ace of Cups here. But that being said, like, are they actually going to do it? Sometimes people can wish things. This person is definitely pulling on your energy. But if they're not going to act on it, then what realistically can you do? What should Taurus do? Nothing. It's not up to you. They have to be the ones to come in with the offer. You just have to sit there and relax and do absolutely nothing. Because especially if it was the person's fault that the relationship didn't work out, then it's definitely up to them to correct it. Okay, let's get advice. We have reward and recognition. Congratulations, your hard work will soon pay off and take you in the directions of your dream. Acknowledge your efforts and own your power. Yeah, I'm saying, like, people are amazed about how calm you are and how level-headed and how just like, I'm impressed. Okay, next we have Gemini. Gemini. Gemini, I'm definitely drawing a blank here. Like you're not, I don't know if like you're not thinking about anything, or Scorpio, okay. What is going on here? There could be a Scorpio that's jealous of you. Or like, I think that, let's just pull the rest of the cards. It is a kind of like a confusing energy. So maybe you, bottom of the deck, it is Earth sign, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. You don't have to be dealing with one, but there's just like this back and forth energy. There could be a Scorpio here. They don't have to be, but it's just something, maybe like a relationship or friendship that you always like, it's like always on and off again, right? This person is, I want to say, jealous of you. They could be jealous of like the resources that you have, like maybe like your friends and family. I feel like this person wants what you have because it's manifesting and then visiting friends and family. So I think that this person wants to like either, I don't know if like you're visiting your friends and your family and they want to be with you, or like it's more so like they wish that they had the support system that you had. It's a little bit of both, okay? This person has like this toxic behavior where they believe that they should like be doing stuff like, I don't know if like you're married to this person, like you're in a relationship, or I don't know if this is like a mother or a father, whatever it is. It's like they believe that you should do it as a family, as a unit, as a whole, right? But it's very, this person has like a way of making things beneficial towards them. So it's like, okay, we should put all of our finances together, but I'm going to handle the finances. Okay, yeah, that's not how it should be. Like, you know, like it should be a team effort. It's more so like, we have here where like this person could also be like trying to save money for themselves, or like save resources. So it doesn't have to necessarily be money, but that's a big thing, right? This person plays a lot of games, and it's they could have like a really good mouth on them, like they could be a really good talker, they might sound really good, but when it comes to like actually implementing stuff, or like actually really like going through with things, this person is not the best at that, right? Can we clarify this here for Gemini? I definitely feel like you guys just don't care anymore. I think that in the past, you guys would like, this would have like really bothered you, and like it would have been, I think in the past you really would have tried to make this like explain to this person why it is that they're wrong, or like what it is, like why this will be their undoing. But you're no longer doing that, especially if this is an adult. I know this is an adult. And it's like, you're not going to, if this is a parent, you're not raising your parent. If this is a partner, you're not raising your partner, right? So it's like, you're not doing these things because you're not supposed to be doing these things. Anything else here? I also want to say, like, you can love this person and still distance yourself from them. We have the Ace of Coins here. It's kind of frustrating. This person is very frustrating because it's like they want to start a new beginning here. They want to grow with you. They want to like sell you this dream, right? And like in theory, like you've been through this, 9 of Swords. Like you know what's going to happen. With Scorpio as well, like Scorpio is all about death and rebirth. Like this is something that you guys have been doing over and over. This is not the first time you guys are going through this cycle. It's not going to be the last time if you keep going back. Oops. Ace of Coins came out. Ace of Cups. Lots of new beginnings here. This person wants a new beginning with you. They want a new emotional connection. They want to start over again. Should you though? Let me use a different deck. Okay, should Gemini go back? Okay, and then if they don't. Interesting. I don't know if your person, is this really, okay, because I feel like your person came through and like your person kind of took over this reading because they do want, like, they're like, please give me another chance. Please give me another chance. And it's like, they're trying to trick me, and I feel like they're trying to trick you because they're like, oh, if you take them back, you guys will be okay, and then if you don't take them back, you will be in financial jeopardy. But I feel like you're in financial jeopardy now. I think this person will be in financial jeopardy and you will be okay, to be honest. And that's literally, yeah, with the High Priestess here, that's the truth. Okay, let's get advice. We have We have 2 cards for you, Gemini. We have faith. It's not always easy to have faith and trust that everything is going to be okay. Yet still you must do that exactly, because when you have faith, your life will begin to flow in magical ways that you were never imagined or possible. That you never imagined or possible. And then we have find the lesson. Sometimes, I'm sorry, something has happened and it has stopped you in your tracks. In reality, it was simply teaching you where you needed to grow. There is no such thing as a failure, so pick yourself up, learn from it, and keep going. Okay, and then Cancer, you guys are next. I don't know why, but whenever I channel, I just get very hot and my allergies start to act up. Okay. Cancer. I just wanted to see something. You guys could be working on your patience, Cancer, that's coming through. All right. So yeah, we have more work is needed that's coming through. But we have confessions, secrets, I am enough, Capricorn, copycat, and depression and anxiety. This is interesting. And then bottom of the deck is unable to express emotion. So I think you guys are working on maybe learning to express yourself in a way that's not, I don't know how to explain it. Where it's not so angry, I guess. I don't know if you guys get angry a lot. What is, like, I think there is someone here who, like, I think this is you. I think, like, I don't know if you've pulled away from somebody. There is, like, this devilish energy here that it's like someone, or maybe this is you. Why is it so confusing? Can we ask that? All right, because maybe you guys are confused. Maybe you don't know what's going on. And so maybe that's where more work is needed, like finding yourself. Why is this so confusing? There's like a new beginning here, but that's not what I think you guys are confused on a path to take. That sounds like what it's coming through. It's interesting because it's like, I can't get a reading on it. I don't think you really know. I think maybe you go back and forth a lot about what it is that you actually really want. I think maybe you struggle with feeling like you are enough, like you are deserving of something. It is just like clarity. I keep wanting clarity. Maybe you want clarity and I'm not getting it. And why am I not getting it? I don't know. Because I feel like you feel the same way. Like maybe you're asking for clarity and you're not getting it. And why not? Well, it's coming. It's gonna come soon. Knight of Swords is like the fastest knight. There's a lot of Aquarius here and fire, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. It's you guys stuck in your head. And that's what it really comes down to. Like where there could be like, I think maybe you've received a lot of signs. You've received a lot of synchronicities. But not actually taking any action here. Maybe you're waiting for for them to take action, or for the universe to put you into alignment. Like you're like, oh, okay. Again, I still don't really know what I'm talking about. The World card here. I think it's, you guys just really need to focus on yourselves and figure out exactly what it is that you want. Like, what is it that you are trying to create? Because I'm confused, and I know you have to be confused. Can we clarify any more here? See, again, a lot of like, just, I think that if something doesn't work out for you right away, it gets you very discouraged. And then maybe you go into like old patterns and behaviors, and it's just like, maybe that's where more work is needed, because just because something doesn't go your way does not mean you go back to like toxic behaviors, right? That's where it's like maybe this unhealedness is coming from. Moving into calmer waters here, bottom of the deck, six of swords, where find comfort in the peace, right? Like, I don't know why you would want to go back to the chaos. Maybe you're used to that. It's giving Saturn energy, like Saturn, because like that is the world card here, and Saturn is about responsibility and discipline. Are you doing this for the sake of getting something, or are you doing it for the sake of actually learning, right? Change behavior, right? What was it that, it was like that one lady who, there was like this guy who said his mom was really like rough with him as a child. They did not have a good childhood, and his mom apologized to him growing up, but he felt like she's only doing that because she wants to get into heaven, not that she actually feels bad for what she actually did to him as a child. And that's kind of what this is giving, where it's like, are you really actually doing or like improving in the ways that you're supposed to be doing it because you want to be a better person, or are you doing it because of the reward at the end? Okay, that was a mouthful. Let me get advice and then I'm gonna move on. We have reach out. You are very isolated. You've isolated yourself and are trying to do everything on your own. It's okay to ask for help. So reach out for support at this time. Maybe just even to your spirit guides, or like if there is somebody who you trust, like to help you get through this. Sometimes the people that we keep around us can be like our greatest enemies or our greatest strengths. So just be mindful of the people that you keep around you, and like if they really want the best for you. Okay, next we have Leo. I'm definitely hearing like, why, Leo? You could be asking yourself like, why is this happening? Or like, why did that happen? You could have made a couple of mistakes along the way. Let me tell you, you guys are fighting the biggest battle ever, which is the battle between your head and your heart, which I don't like that kind of battle. It's really nice when they're in sync, and I don't feel like your guys' are right now. I would say this could be like a karmic relationship, right? That you could be dealing with, that you're trying to navigate, right? All I can say is listen to your heart, listen to both, because they both have a lot of good idea, like a lot of good reasoning, right? If you're not listening to your heart because you don't want it to get heartbroken again, that's not really a reason to not do it. That's kind of acting out of fear. Just use your brain, right? Like if there are like red flags, obviously pay attention and listen to your head about that. So there is just like this equal, like it's like your yin and your yang. You have to pay attention to everything. I think that this could be very hard for you to kind of explain to this person because you haven't been in a situation like this before. There is good luck coming your way. Let's see what we have here. Okay, you guys could be meeting a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, but this is definitely somebody here who's like really good at like opening up and talking about their emotions. Maybe this is something that you struggle with. Can we clarify this here? We have Four of Cups. There could be a little bit of fear here where like you might regret not taking this offer. You could also regret taking the offer. I think it's like split 50-50. So it's like, what do you really want? What does Leo really want? A lot, okay? It's so funny. Because what you guys want is like, you want the love, but like without the possibility of the heartache. And it's like you want the passion without the like without having to open up or like be emotionally vulnerable. And it's like the things that you want is not possible. Like it doesn't add up. So like you have to like compromise here. Anything else? We have the Two of Coins. You guys could have children. Two of Cups here. But with the Two of Coins here, it could be very hard for you to kind of balance. Like, I think, like, especially if there are children involved, to like, hey, you have to put them into consideration when you're like in this dating situation. So some of you guys could just even be like, I just want to focus on my kid. But that could be, I feel like you guys might feel a little bit lonely in that situation. But if you don't have kids, it is also just more so like trying to find the balance of, you know, maybe your work life and your love life and not wanting to get hurt again. That comes through like very strongly. Like you're very much trying to protect your heart, and I can understand that. But at the same time, you cannot open up, like you cannot expect love without opening up your heart, right? Okay, let's get advice. We have authenticity. Be your divine self at all times. You aren't designed to fit in. Break away from expectations and fully express yourself in your own unique way, and you'll be a magnet for success. I think that you guys are trying to date in your own way, but I just want you to be realistic is all, Leo, okay? Okay, and then finally we have Virgo. Oops. Yeah, almost forgot. What do we have here for Virgo? Okay. That's what I was feeling. I didn't want to say it, but this is what I'm feeling for you, Virgo. There's somebody that you have a power struggle with somebody. I don't know if this is a partner or a friendship or whatever, but there is like someone here who is jealous of you because of like how your beauty and your charm, right? Like you are very like, could be really good at like creating stuff, manifesting. Your willpower is very strong. Anything that you want, you get, and you don't even have to work hard at it. It comes easy to you. I will say that, because I'm not saying you don't work hard. You probably do work hard. But this person probably has to work like 10 times harder to get like maybe half of what like you do. And it makes them jealous, right? Like they feel like you just know all the right people. It's like, for them, it's like, how come it's so easy for Virgo? Virgo is ruled by what planet? Let me see. Mercury. Okay, Mercury is the sign about communication. So you're really good at communicating with people. Also, you guys share that with Gemini. So it's like you guys have many different sides to yourself as well. Like that's your shared planet sign. So you guys have a lot of the same qualities. There is, I feel, you know what happens? When we surround ourselves with people who are jealous of us, and like we love this person so much, and like we want them to feel safe around us, so then we will shrink ourselves. And when we shrink ourselves, it's like, okay, then it's like, yeah, like you get to start to like hate yourself a little bit, because you can't be authentic with yourself. You're slowing yourself down. You're not living your life to your fullest potential because you're trying to be considerate towards this other person, right? And that's not your responsibility. It's not your job to try to make this person feel like a whole person. It is their responsibility. If they can't acknowledge having such an amazing friend or lover or person like you in their life, they shouldn't be in your life, because all they're doing is just lowering your frequency and taking your prosperity and like your happiness. And it's just like, I feel really bad for you, because I could feel like such a, like you have to really love someone in order to want to dim your own light to keep them in your life, right? That's a lot of love. And I could feel like you had that for this person, but this person just has like so much hate within themselves about themselves because of how easy things come to you, where it's like, damn, you're doing all this for this person and they can't even appreciate it. Oh, Virgo, you deserve more. we clarify this here for Virgo? Two of Swords. About this person, huh? Yeah, Queen of Cups. When are you going to start putting your emotions and like your needs first? Because I think that you always are doing it for other people. But it does get to a point like Four of Cups, like you're going to start pouring from an empty cup. Like you're pouring into somebody who will never be appreciative of like what it is that you're pouring into. They just feel like, oh, you have more. Just give me more. I want more. Even though they have a lot in their lives. Like they can never be, if they can never be thankful or grateful for the stuff that they already have in their life, then they don't deserve more because they're not going to be thankful for it or grateful. And we have the Page of Wands. I just feel like you guys are the like Empress and this Queen, like very like high level, and like this person, nothing wrong with the page, but they are just a page, right? And it's like they, sometimes I feel like they're subservient to you, like they are on a lower, like they are lower than you. And I don't know if like people will ask them like all the time, like, oh, I wonder how like you, how are you friends with this person? Or like, how are you dating this person? This person is so beautiful, blah, blah, yada, yada, something of that sort. And it's just like, they get attention because of you, and it makes them feel like they're not good enough. Instead of like the healed that's the unhealed version way of thinking. The healed version way of thinking would be like, wow, I was able to, this person, this such high level person actually really wants to be with me, and they like me for me, and they love me for me, but this person just can't get out of their own ego, and it's going to be the downfall of them. Can we clarify this here? We have deception. You're not seeing the entire picture of the person or a situation. It may be purposely withheld from you, or you may be choosing to look the other way, betraying yourself in some way. It is time to gain clarity. That's exactly what I said. I just love when that happens. Virgo, you're not seeing this person for who they really are. I know you're wanting to see the best in them, but they are really kind of like tearing you down, like brick by brick, slowly by slowly, like comment by comment. Okay, that's it. Thank you guys so much if you guys are still here for watching. I really do appreciate it. Please make sure you guys are liking this video, comment, subscribing, sharing. Everything will be timestamped down below pretty soon. If you guys would like to purchase a reading, that information is available down below.